Good evening, good evening, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is to you. We just want to welcome you back to this important show. We're sorry we're a little bit late. As you all know, today is Easter Sunday. So we just want to welcome you back to this show today. If you are watching, today is April 17, 2022, and the theme is The Woman in Me. And we're watching from Global TV. And if you're on Facebook, it's YouTube, it's Rachel Code TV. So just come on board, join us, and let us discuss today. I have two beautiful ladies in studio with me today. I'm sorry, sis Adama is not here. We miss her so much. We're hoping she can be back next week or sometime. But I have two beautiful ladies with me, and I would like them to introduce themselves just before we go. You know, I'm Sis Janice, and I just want to be grateful to be on the show today.
I'm Lady Angeline. Welcome back, guys. Do not forget to like my YouTube channel.
My name is Ohimananama. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for you bringing me on this prestigious page for us to talk about what is important and what is going on in our society. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I want to thank God for these beautiful ladies in studio today. And today we're going to be talking something very, very important, something that is important to all of our lives, something that make a big impact in our lives. So we're going to be talking about abuse in relationship, marriages, abuse, guys. We're going to be talking about abuse today. Let us talk about it. It's better to talk about it or not say anything. It's very, very important. So we hope you post in the chat. Keep the comments coming. Let us know what you like. Just keep it coming so we know. And let's all of us be a part of the discussion. Amen. So before we go any further, I'm going to ask my sis right here. What do you think is abuse? How do you look at abuse? How do you define abuse?
So when we talk about abuse, we all can know that it's a word that is being used around lately everywhere. But then when we look at the definition of abuse, is you treating something with a bit of violence. Let me just rephrase my word. It is treating something or treating a person with cruelty and with violence. So however that you are treating the person, or however you are treating an animal or an object, whatever that you are doing that is more onto the person, like if you are going to hate the person, you are going to talk to the person, and then like your mind goes faster or your hands goes faster before your mind, that is an abuse. So it's you treating something with a lot of cruelty, anger, a lot of bitterness, a lot of something that rage in you to destroy that thing or to bring that thing to a point that it cannot function anymore. That is how I see violence or abuse to be.
Wow, guys, I don't know, but she nailed it, right? She nailed it. Yes, indeed, that is an abuse. And we're in a world where I don't think abuse should have any place in our societies. You know, I don't think there should be any room for abuse, because why would somebody want to be abused anybody by that way? You know, there should be no room, absolutely no abuse. So let us speak out. Let us say no to abuse.
Yes.
Enough is enough. It's time for us to speak out and say no to abuse. Lady Angie, what do you make up of that? What do you think?
Abuse to me is not just about hitting, or abuse is that you can curse at someone, bring them down.
Right.
Abuse is emotional. It can be physical, hitting, and all that. Abuse is that in a house or in a home together, but they're not encouraging you. They're talking down on you. That could be abuse too. For most of us, always focus on violence. It's not about violence. It's one of the important things in abuse, but it's not always about violence. It get like physical, emotional abuse, talking down on your peers, you're not encouraging them. Like, it can be spiritual. Everything. Abuse is a lot. It's a lot come with the word abuse. So, Janice?
Yes. I'm trying to get back on Facebook before I miss out on people.
So,
maybe can you help me now? I'm trying to get back on Facebook. Abuse comes in so many ways. Like anyone in a rightful mind, in a physical mind, in the mind where they know this is wrong, but they choose to do it, and they pose a harm on the person, it's abuse.
Yes.
Like for instance, I know this is wrong, but I choose to lift my hands and hit somebody. It's abuse. And we know abuse comes in so many ways. We'll talk about that later on.
Yes.
But in the person physical mind, why would somebody want to abuse someone? What do you make up of that?
Let me just jump in. You know, there is a saying that people do what they do because of what they know, or because of the knowledge that they've gathered. So sometimes it's the makeup of who they are. I can say that an abuser is like a DNA, it's in their genes. It is it is the makeup of them. So you can see somebody and see them like being this 100%, but then they are abusers. So you have to know the trait, how to know who this person is, and the character. You know, the word of God says that let your light shine before men. However that you are oozing out, your action, your dressing, your body language speaks a lot about you. So this is what I take in. Yes, I can see somebody right here. I can see Lady Angeline here, and then I might not know who she is. But then the moment she utters a word, it speaks a lot about who she is, and that will let me know if this person has a right standing or if this person is an abuser or not.
Wow. Abuse, y'all. We're talking about abuse this afternoon or whatever time you're watching from. It's something that we all need to talk about. We need to talk about it in our homes. We need to educate our children about abuse. Yeah. We need to talk about it in the workplaces because abuse is everywhere. We need to talk about it at the church centers. Oh my God. Abuse. Yes. Those are things that we overlooked.
Yes.
But it played a major role. And as parents, if we start to train our children and teach them about abuse, they will be great sons and daughters tomorrow. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about some of the different type of abuse. I know they have a lot of different type of abuse. They have the physical abuse. Yes. And we just define abuse right now. Physical abuse, if I know this is wrong, and I physically impose an injury on somebody when I know it is wrong. Think about it, if someone do that to me, well, I like it. But I choose to do it to someone, or someone choose to do it to someone, but they don't want someone to do that to them. So what do you make of a physical abuse?
So I feel like those that the guys even hate their partner too.
Right.
So the guys, females that are there will definitely hit their partners and curse at them, bring them down. It's just not just about guys. Because we always talk about the men hitting us and all that, but then we'll talk about the females too.
Right.
The females, a lot of them out here abuse the guys. They talk down on them. Even like, say I'm making more money than you. We in a relationship, right?
Right.
So I feel like I'm the boss. I'm the man in the house. I'm in charge because I'm making money. I'm making more money than you. You're not coming home a lot. So I feel like I can walk over you. I can talk over you. I can come home and do whatever I want to do in the home. So for guys, to me, I think it's jealousy. Because why are you hating someone you claim to be you love? If you love me so much, why would you want to hit me? Why you want to see tears in my eyes? I feel like it's jealousy. If you're not jealous of that partner of yours or your friend, she can be my friend. Why would I want to abuse her? Or she has something that I want, and I'm jealous of her. I feel like it's jealousy because a lot of men out here that their wife or their girlfriend or their spouse are doing better than them. So they want to be in charge. They want to take control. They want to like rule that person. They want to be like, oh, I'm the man. You ought to not be coming home with this much. Oh, I'm the man. You are there more than me. You doing this more than me and stuff. So I feel like it's jealousy. To me, it's jealousy because if not jealousy, why? That's one for me.
Wow, 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 wow. Keep your comments coming. I don't see any comment here right now. Keep your comments coming. Let us know what you think, okay? Let us know. Keep it coming so that we can talk about this because we really want to know why people abuse people. I know there's a saying that say an abuser is always someone who was once abused. Do you guys think that is a true saying?
Not all of them. You know, you don't have to always categorize that somebody that is abusing was once abused. It's something that they've known. You know, I might not be abused directly, but then I might have seen it. And that was what will make me, you know, whatever that you see in your household, whatever you see in your community is what forms you. Like I was telling somebody that kids from the age of day 1 to 10 years, they are like clay. So however that you are molding them, if they see you hate, if they see you throw. There was one thing that I've come to learn about physical abuse. It's not always about hating. This person might not always hate you, but then when they get angry, how do they handle their anger? What do they put their frustration on? If somebody gets angry and they are able to lift a TV, lift a bottle, lift something and throw it, the next thing that they are looking for and they cannot find something that they put out their rage, you'll be the next in contact. So those that they've been abused before doesn't mean that they can always abuse. You know, people evolve and people change. We transition a lot as we are growing up. So whatever that I see, maybe as I'm growing up, that's not what I'm going to be, because I might change my location, I might change people, or I might come to a realization that I need to make a difference in my life. So not everybody that has been abused is an abuser, but an abuse is something that happens when the person doesn't have anger management. Because like she said, there is jealousy and all that, but then sometimes I say jealousy is not the only thing. It starts from insecurity before jealousy comes in. Let's not even focus on marriages and relationships. Sometimes the abuse starts from family members. It starts from those that you trust, people that you know. You know, there are cases that you leave them with an auntie, a brother, a pastor, a teacher, and then these people that you put your trust in begin to abuse your case physically. We haven't even gotten to the others, but physically, because let's look at this. In our culture where we come from, how we train a child, how we school a child is being physical. And sometimes being physical and hating is what will let the person know that, hey, if I beat such and such, if my daughter does that and I beat them, if my son does that and I beat them, it means that I am correcting them. So they know that that's how they grow to see, and then it reform with them, and then they become like that also.
Wow, abuse. And it's so painful because somebody might be in an abusive situation and they don't even know they are in an abusive situation. You know?
Yeah, sorry, Miss Janice. Some people are in abusive relationship and they don't know because they are used to that. They were used to it in their house. There was somebody that I know that says that if the boyfriend beats her, that is how she knows that the boyfriend loves her, because that's how she see a mom goes to, and maybe her uncle and auntie, that they are being beaten, and all they say is, oh, it's because he loves me, I'm like his daughter. You know, that is why I always come to say that if you were a woman and you always call your partner like daddy, you call your partner with your son like, oh, like in Ghana language, or Kofi Papa, or Moses' father, or my father, my dad, that makes them have that. You don't really recognize it, but then it becomes like a brick that you are laying in the mindset of the man, that the man feel like he's a father figure for you. No. And that he's gonna hit you because you are a child.
No, it depends on God. It depends who you deal
That's
with.
what I'm saying. It depends, and then it's just a mindset. Right. Whatever that you put in like what I know is what I do. And that if this woman or this man is used to it, it's because that's what they're used to. And then they don't see it because it's like you being on a field. However the game is, because you are in that game, you don't even understand what is going on unless somebody is outside the fence to see that this is what the game is going and how the strategies and the tactics needs to be changed. So such a person is used to abuse, and such a person needs a change of mind.
Wow, we're going to take a short break, just 1 minute break. This is very important, I'm telling you. Abuse, because a lot of these things we don't know. And mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, we need to step up. Society, we need to step up and say no to abuse. So we're going to be right back. Don't you go. Keep your questions coming in. Subscribe to the channel and let us talk about abuse. When we come back, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think. Just post in the chat and keep up posted, and we're going to be right back. Yes, I do. Welcome back. Welcome back to our topic. I'm Jenny Speeders. This is Lily Angie.
I'm Ohima Nanama.
And we on the topic, the woman in me, and our topic today is abuse in relationship. We kind of, if you're watching us from Facebook, YouTube is Rachel Co TV, and we streaming from Global TV. So please just keep your posts coming, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think, and let's talk about abuse. I know a lot of times these are things that we don't want to talk about because we're like, oh, if I say, what would somebody say? But it's time for us to speak out as mothers, as sisters, as brothers, as fathers, as friends, society. It's time for us to speak out, people. We've been quiet for too long. And it's about time we speak out, because if we don't, our children will not understand when they're in a home and it is abusive home. They won't understand. They will think it's okay. They will think it's a good thing. It's mommy is in a home and mommy is not happy. Mommy is being abused. My sons, my daughters gonna think it's a good life. So they're too gonna grow up and think, okay, mommy did that. We saw her cry. We saw daddy did do this. Please, let's talk about it. It's about time we talk about it. Put your comments in the chat and let us know what you think. So we're going to talk about child abuse, because we learned there are different types of abuse. We learned there are physical abuse, there are psychosocial abuse, there are mental abuse, there are child abuse, sexual abuse. So we're just going to talk a little bit on child abuse. And I'll go with you, Lady Angie. What do you think about child abuse?
Child abuse, like I would use marriage or relationship, because I think most female that were married or in this relationship with a guy we love so much, and our sons or our daughter come to us and be like, oh mommy, this person that you love and care about so much touched me, and we don't believe them. It does hurt so much. I feel like you start to know who your child is. You start to know if they're telling the truth or they're lying, because my son will come to me when somebody do something to him. If it's not true, that boy will start crying like he didn't do it. That's why I know that Moses is telling the truth, because he cries and the tears come down like, I believe it's Moses. So it's something about your sons and your daughter you have to believe. No matter what the lies, children gonna tell lies. They're gonna do things that's not right, but you have to know who your child is. You have to know the person that you're dealing with. Because when you're in a relationship with someone and they don't like your child, first of all, that's a red flag. Because I'm not going to be in a relationship with anyone that don't love my son, that don't love my sons at all. It's not going to work. And I want to know who this person at home. If my son or my daughter come to me, Mommy, this person touched me. First of all, he never or she never tell me anything about anyone touching them. I have to believe them. I have to take it. I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I care about you. My sons are first. My daughter come first because without them, I went through 9 months. I know how it felt when you to go through 9 months. So I will not take my child over anyone. And most African in the community, most African will pick our boyfriend, our girlfriends over our children. Anything they say to us, will not believe them because we feel like they never leave us. When they leave us, who else? If that person is for you, they will stay. If it's not for you, no matter what you do, if you don't believe your children, they come to you. That person will still leave you. That's one of abuse in a relationship.
Wow, Lady Angie. Girl, you on fire. You got this going. I'm learning from you, girl. Yeah, she said something. We need to learn to know our children. We have to know our children because if we don't know our children, we will miss out.
Yeah.
And our child or our children will be in an abusive place and we're like, oh, he's saying a lie or he's not saying the truth.
Yeah.
We need to know our children and we need to protect our children at all costs. And something she said, today or tomorrow that boyfriend or whatever might choose to leave.
Yeah, they will leave.
But your children are your children. Can you imagine that? I can wrap my head around it. Parents who put boyfriend over their kids or put husbands over their kids. I'm sorry, but those are my kids. Yeah, I'm held accountable for their safety. So let us change the way we think. That's why learning is important. Asking questions, going into meetings is very important, people. We're in a new age. Let us change our attitudes. I will go to my sister and just ask the same question. What will you do?
My take on child abuse is you as a parent building a strong relationship with your child. Being able to know the body of your child and understanding the body language of your child. Sometimes these abuses is not only even about touching or inappropriate touching or sexual behaviors or characters, but then sometimes it is how the child relates to you that they'll be able to let you know. As a parent, you don't have to be like that lion that lays at the gate of the house. Let your child feel comfortable to be able to share certain things with you. And as a mother, I put this on the mothers, like I say that no matter how old your child or your daughter is, be able to have periodic body checks on your child. I'm not saying put your hands on somewhere, but then make sure that you know what is going on. They are in certain homes that the mothers, the parents do not even know when the child had their period. They don't even know the last time that they became sexually active. So if these kids are able to have that freedom to be able to get to you as a parent, these issues will not be hidden. And then, like she said about Africans, there is this thing that Africans or most parents does, especially when the abuser is close. When the abuser is a family member, when the abuser is somebody that is known in the community, a teacher, a pastor, a friend, a childhood friend, or somebody that they know, they try to make the issue like a family issue. That they be like, oh, this is your uncle. And there is one thing that I want to tell you that you are listening and watching, that it's not everybody. When you keep teaching your child that anybody that enters your door is an uncle, is an auntie, it is wrong. This child must know and identify those that are blood related. and those that are just passerbys, that are friends. You can't call somebody that is your, that is your co-worker, an uncle, an auntie, and then she will think that this person, that the tag auntie, uncle is the sense of security.
Right.
So the child will feel like they have that secureness in that person, and if that person does that, they break that security, they break that love. So let this person be able to speak out, be able to express themselves, and let's not hide it under the table. And let's not, sometimes too, when the child begins to speak it out, families to be like, why you say that you are a bad girl, you are a bad boy, it's your uncle, you want to do that. Do not, if you do that, you are breaking the child into the shell, and now the child has to go through that emotional trauma alone. That is why, like, a lot of these kids have PTSD. They're having traumas and all that, and these kids begin to make multiple personalities for themselves. And then when they grow up, they begin to have this diagnosis of bipolar and all that. It's because of the trauma that they've been through. Make sure that as a parent, when the child tells you that, you have avenues ready. The church needs to have an avenue for counseling. Take your child to the doctor. Let them check them for any infection. Let them check them for any abnormality. There are children that have been sexually abused, that they've lost certain organs as a child. How are they handling it? They grow up and they feel inferior, and that these kids are now sorting out to suicide. So let's, as a parent, look out. If the Bible says that watch and pray, it means that when, yes, you are praying as a mother, you are praying as a father, open your eyes and look. The abusers are always close, so look at the body language and be able to identify them. Thank you so much.
Wow. Body language, and be able to identify that. We want to bless God for that. For those who are listening to us, Mrs. Pauline Morris, we bless God for you. She keep it calm, and she said, that is so wrong. Never put a man over your child.
Yeah, never.
Oh, girl, I'm right there with you. Never. She said most time the abuser threaten the child.
Yeah, they definitely do that.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Tell your mom out.
Yes, I'm going to beat you if you tell your mom. That's why we need to understand and know our children.
Yeah, know them.
Don't be that mom who is too busy.
Yes.
Don't be too busy to understand your children or know your children.
Yes.
Spend time with your children. Get to know them. I tell my kids, I'm a mom of 4. I tell them, tell me everything. I even extend it to the school. Tell me everything. I'm telling you, I open an open house to my kids. Like, they and we have a relationship that nothing will separate. I said, tell me everything. I know I can be your mom, but I can be also their friend. Because I don't want to miss out on that. I don't want them going to someone when they should have said it to me. So when they are saying the truth, I know they are saying the truth. Like one time, I'm just going to say a little bit, like you talk about your son. That when someone says a lie on him, he cries. One day my son rode the bus, and the bus driver said something to him, and she lied on him. And when he came home, he started crying. He said, Mommy, she lied on me. At the time when he said it to me, the bus driver had not even said anything to me. I'm like, you know what? I believe you because I know you. So get to know your children. Don't just be familiar with them. Know them. Sit with them as parents. Get to know them. This is very important.
That's why we, most African who work too much, who work a lot, and who leave the kids at home, they do anything they want to do. Who don't, like you said, we do not spend time with our children. We African. We take our job over our children. We just get in the phone, and the thing is okay. Even abuse can be online. Abuse can be online. It has some, like, I watch Lifetime. Just for text message, this girl killed herself. So it's not about the material thing that we give them, about spending time with them and knowing them, who they is, who they are, and the things that come out of their mouth, because the phones are bad, very bad, because when you go on YouTube, they have sexual thing going on, the way they talk, cousin and all that, when your son or your daughter come to you saying some things that you never say in your home,
Right.
you're like, what she learned or what he learned this from? Because from the phone. So it's not about the phone. We have to spend time with our babies. We have to know that who will bring it around them, because some people come around our children to pretend.
Right.
They will pretend so much they love them, they care about them. Why if I'm not home with them? What that person do when I'm not around? That's why we have to know who will bring around our children. Not everybody have to come in your house to be around your kids, because, like I said, people pretend a lot. People pretend they are godly. People pretend they are this and that.
Right.
In real life, they are not.
They're not.
So we have to know. The ladies, my queen, are out there. Know who you are bringing around your children. Know who they are, because everybody is not your aunt, their auntie or their uncle.
So I would love to add to what she just said. Sometimes too, as a parent, you need to watch how your child's emotions are. You know, when the child is around, like Miss Pauline said, that most of at times the abusers threaten those kids.
Yeah.
And sometimes too, those abusers, because they are around, the child or the girl or the whoever that is the victim begin to panic.
Yes.
Whenever that you see that your child is not at ease, whenever that a certain person is around, know that something is wrong.
Yeah.
The moment that whenever that a child begins to shake, a child begin to go to their room, the moment that they see this person, they begin to fall sick right there and there. Make sure that you are finding out, because this case, because of the threat, they will say it. No matter how close you are to them, they might not say, because they love you as a parent.
Yes.
And those at times the abusers always use what they love as the threat.
That's right.
They might say that if you said, I'm going to kill you and your mother, then the child does not want to lose the mother and lose himself or herself. I'm not even basically staying on the girls. Boys are being also sexually abused. So this case, watch them. Make sure that you are reading their body language. Make sure that you are reading how they are acting around a particular person. How they all, you know, sometimes this child is so bubbly, and for some time this child is withdrawn. What is going on? Don't say that it is just a phase. It is a teenage phase. No. There might be something deeper, and if the child do not tell you and goes to tell somebody else, do not take that offense that your child did not tell you. Maybe the trust level and knowing that the person is closer, like we are using a boyfriend, because the child knows that if I tell you, you're not going to believe me. I will tell somebody that is outside, and this person might know how to relate or relay that information to you. So that's what I'm going to say on that also.
Wow. Abuse, 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 abuse. Share the link. Put your comment in the box. Share the link. This is very important. I know we overlook it. We say, oh, it's that thing. But abuse is everybody thing. Because if a person is abused, you won't get the best out of that person.
Yes.
Okay? So let's also talk about mental abuse. Mentally, people can be abused mentally, and you won't see any mark on the skin, but mentally they are abused. So what do you make of that? I know mental abuse comes in so many forms. It comes to the form of harassment. It comes to a form where an adult treats an adult like a child. That's mental abuse. Like for instance, you in this house and the mom is in the house and this mom is being treated like a child.
Yeah.
Instead of playing the role of a mother, the husband treating her like a child, or the fiancé treating her like a child. That's mental abuse. Harassment, you know, what people think you're supposed to be some kind of a way out of the way God created you. That's mental abuse. So what do you ladies think about it?
Okay, since Lady Angie is looking at me and kind of like, girl, thank you. So
you know,
let me.
When you limit the wife in the home, you limit your partner in the home, you limit her. Like, you like For instance, I'm gonna come from our society. Africans, always say, "Oh, you good for nothing. You even better."
Yeah, what's the African man right there for us?
You even better. Oh, Esther can do better than you. Excuse me.
So that whole thing is like, I have a family member that went through that, and someone that don't want to tell what's going on in their home because they feel like we will judge them, or while you look at that type of person, you marry them. I feel like if you are going through any physical, emotional, any abuse, do not be afraid to tell anyone. If you're in a home and your husband, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend is treating you like a child in a home, talking down on you, look at yourself and be like, I'm good, I'm better for this man. If this man don't love me enough, and this man find me as garbage, or looking down on me like somebody, what am I in a relationship for? What is this relationship worth? All these things. Look at yourself. Do not sit in a home, because like I said, we most African ladies will just sit in this home, and they'll basically back then they would just, when you go to your parents and talk about it, it'll be like, oh, go back. That's your husband. Right. You all talk about it. It will be fine. Do you know how many times? Do you know how long I've been in a marriage? Right. This thing come with it. You have to. You have to talk to your husband. You all talk about it. You all go to the pastor, and all the time the pastor cannot help. The pastor cannot solve that problem, my sister. If you are going through that type of relationship right now, where your partner is talking down on you, where your partner is drawing you down, you used to be that happy person, you used to be out there enjoying yourself, and now you're in that corner. Wow. You're in that corner, you cannot move. You just find yourself in that dark space. My sister, get out. It's not worth it at all, because I feel like if that man cherish you, if that man love you, if that man care about you, that man want the best for you, or that lady want the best for you. So get out.
Wow, she said get out.
Yes.
Get out of it. Get out. Get out. It's about time. It's about time we say no to abuse.
No.
Because abuse is harmful. It harms us in every way. It's about time we say no. No to abuse. So what are some of the signs that you can notice that, oh, this person is going through abuse? Can you tell us some of the signs, if you know any? So you see someone and you know, say, our sister is going through abuse.
Sorry, sister.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying. Sorry, YouTube. I forgot about you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, as you were talking about the mental, which is the emotional abuse, I'm gonna start from there and then enter into signs of noticing if somebody is being abused. The mind is a world of its own. The mind is a playground. So as a woman, as a man, whatever that you take into you becomes your reality.
Right.
So anytime that you keep hearing you are good for nothing, you can do this, there is nothing good in you, you are that, you begin to form yourself into that personality that you keep hearing. So as a woman, as a man, first of all, before you can deal with all these things, how are you working on your self-esteem?
Yes.
How do you see yourself as a woman? Because sometimes, we attract who we are.
Yeah.
So if you are less self-esteem, you attract a man that is a self-esteem man. So you people battle on the same play field, and this man wants to, or will want to feel like they supersede you because they have certain groundings that you don't have. Where is your stand as a woman that you are taking those verbal words into you? Do you feel like it is worth it to receive those words? And then now you went to how to identify signs to know that this person is an abuser. First of all, for you to see that such a person is an abuser, let's start from when the relationship began. Is this person rushing things? If a person begin to rush things in a relationship, you can tell that they want the dominance.
Yes.
They want to be that person that control everything from the get-go. And if this person is somebody that genuinely apologize and repent, because a lot of women, because of their less self-esteem, anytime that they are being verbally abused, they expect the man to present a gift in place of the words.
Right.
So because they receive those gifts, they are not able to phantom the words that they are receiving in them. And let me tell you, the body is a container. Right. And then anything that is you put in, it's like putting a tomato in a case. If one tomato is rotten, give it 2 days, the whole tomatoes is going to rot. So no matter how you came into the relationship healthy mentally, how you came into the relationship with a sound mind, no, the moment you begin to receive rotten words, you get rotten yourself. And then any word, anything that you keep receiving is just like physically, it's a replacement of what you have lost. So secondly, how you can notice that somebody is an abuser is somebody that always is a, how do I put it? Is somebody that always want to, let me use this word. Somebody that they love you have turned into obsession.
Right.
So the person first of all began to love you. And then the love became too much that now it is an obsession. Obsession means that they want to hold on you.
Right.
That they want to control every move and every step that you make.
Right.
They want to make sure that they choose the clothes that you wear. They are women that are going through that and they feel like the men love them. If a man is showing you what to wear, how to dress, what to say, what not to say, where to go, the family cut you off of certain people. The moment you begin a relationship, that the man or the woman begin to draw you out of the circle that you build before entering into a relationship, then that is the first sign of seeing that this person is an abuser. Let Lady Angie get in and then I'll bring the rest to.
Wow, just before Lady Angie get in, I just want to acknowledge our Facebook friends today. Sis Mommy Sonaway, thank you for watching. Sister Fofana, we appreciate you. Sis Pauline, thank you so much. Sis Nana, oh my God, we want to bless God. Sis Deborah, Brother Alvin, if I pronounce your name wrongly, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for watching with us today. Post in the chat, tell us what you think. What do you make of abuse? And how can we prevent abuse? How can we speak up to make our children better, to say no to abuse, and to better our own society? Sis Patricia, we want to bless God for you for watching, coming in. Just post in the chat and tell us what you think. We're talking about abuse from every area, relationship, children, abuse.
Abuse a lot.
Abuse, and something else she was talking about, mental abuse. I know people because mentally sometimes once you don't see the physical, so you like, but mental abuse, I'm telling you,
It's damaging.
if you can't function well, that home is in trouble. If you limit it as a wife or as that father in the home, because abuse comes from everywhere. A woman can abuse a man. A woman can abuse her own children. So not just men. Abuse comes from everywhere. But it's about time we say no to abuse. And like she said, abuse comes through jealousy. For instance, you in this room and this other partner is dominant. God, if God bless you with a woman who is dominant, then you have found that good thing, So enjoy it. Don't envy her or don't envy him. Enjoy it and y'all work together. The Bible says 2 is better than 1. So you'll work together and enjoy it. Don't be jealous of it, because sometimes you sit in a relationship, like for instance in the church of God or in the things of God, you will see even though the woman is more anointed than the man, or the man is more anointed than the woman, you see jealousy starts to creep in. Like somebody was telling me, I don't know whether it's true, so I'm not going to say it. Let me leave it as it is, because I don't know whether it's true. So we want to say no to abuse. We want to make sure our homes are protected. We want to make sure our children are safe. We want to have an environment where our children can tell us everything. That's the kind of world we want to build for our children. We want a home where our children are loved. Isn't that what you want for your home and your children? Because when they are loved, they're going to carry that. They're going to grow up and they're going to love their homes too. Man, in this generation, I don't know who's still beating on the women. I don't know that. Because it is wrong.
It's a lot of people out
It
here.
is wrong.
It's just weak men and
You know, it
lesser
is
men
so
that do that.
wrong. I don't know the time now because you know that we. Okay, we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna be right back. Keep your comments coming. Let us know what we think. Stay with us because let us talk about this. Share the post, please. Please share it and subscribe. Please, we begging you, share it. Let us share it because making a world a better place is what we all want. And we'll be right back. Stay. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And we the show is The Woman in Me, and we are streaming from Global TV. If you're on Facebook, YouTube is Rachel Code TV. And today, you know, our topic is abuse, abuse. We want to say no to abuse. We say no. We don't want to say, we say no to every form of abuse, every area. We say no to it. Enough is enough. I know this is something we don't want to talk about, but it's about time we talk about it and we say no. Because if we know the signs and symptoms of abuse, then we can say no to it. So I just want to welcome you back. I'm Janice. This is little Angie and little sis Ohima. I'm sorry, I'm not used to the Ohima name. So we just want to welcome you back. Keep your comments coming. We want to know what you think. Post in the chat and let us know what you think about abuse. Or maybe there's something you have noticed. Post it in the chat. Let us talk about it. We're talking about abuse and we're going to go to little Angie. What are some of those signs? How can you notice if a person is in an abusive home or an abusive relationship or a child is being abused? How do you notice it?
First of all, I would start with the child. If you have your daughter or your sons, the way they used to act, playing, and if I come around, they go in the corner, like she said, or you say, oh, they'll go visit this person, they'll go visit your uncle, or my boyfriend, I call him uncle to him. And he's like, why, mommy? Why can't you just stay home? He start asking, or she start asking all this question, or when he come around in the home, she not comfortable enough. It's something wrong that she said. Ask her or him what's going on. Every time auntie come around, uncle come around, you act different. Why? Have uncle ever done something to you? Have auntie ever touched you? Ask this type of question. Or if that person don't trust you, that little girl don't want to break your relationship because you feel like you love this man so much, or you're been in some type of situation like that before and you pick that person over her, just bring somebody that you close to, that person, one of the auntie that you will trust or she will trust, that auntie talk to that child for maybe she'll feel comfortable enough to express herself to that auntie or that uncle. That's the way you'll find out what's going on with that child. And for adults, I feel like I'm personally coming out here, I'm all outside. And every time I come outside with some kind of mark on my face, oh, what happened? Oh, I just slipped over there and fall.
I like that. That's a lie.
Every time you see me with some type of mark, and you never like, we all fall, we all have bruises on somewhere, but not all the time we see me, I have some type of bruises, or I'm wearing sunglasses. It's something wrong. Or the way I used to express myself, the way I used to go out there, I'm not that type of person no more. I'm just in the corner. I'm just being shy. You gotta know something is wrong. Talk to your sister. Be like, I know you. I know who you are. I know who you used to be. Right. I know you to go out there. You are that type of person that love to mingle with people, that love to talk to people, that love to have fun. But now these days you are just quiet. You are just being somebody I don't even want to put my hands on, or you come around us with some glasses on, or you come with bruises, you getting us some excuses, how did you fall down, how did you want fall?
Yes, you're not coming to family gathering anymore.
You're not coming, I know what you don't do, you don't hear what the girls know more what's going on. That type of abuse, you can find out the signs, little bit signs you can find in that person. And that person do not want to talk to you. Some of us, we in an abusive relationship, will not talk to you. We don't trust that person. We don't trust them. We feel like they will put their butt aside. And some of us will judge them and be like, will say, talk down on it instead of encouraging that sister to take your friend, your sister out of that relationship. But we'll talk about them. That's why we don't come out. And the abuser, they always they have fears in it. Yes. They have the spirit of fear. Be like, oh, if I come outside here, the person, they used to that thing. They used to it too much that when they let it go, what will become of them?
Wow.
Yeah, so study your sisters.
Lady Angie, like Sis Patricia just posted something in the chat, and this is very girl. I don't know. I'm so thankful for you. She said we need as women to be independent, and a woman should have high self-esteem. She said if you get this in yourself, you will never sit for nobody to abuse you. We need to stop loving men more than we love ourselves.
Yes, you're right about that.
So we need to know who we are.
Yes.
Who we are as women. Yeah. You know, because if you know who you are, you won't just stand for anything. Mm-hmm. Because let me tell us a little bit about men. Every good man wants a strong woman. Mm-hmm. That's one of the secrets of men. Every good man wants a strong woman. He wants a woman who he can be very proud of. He wants a woman that can represent him. He wants a woman who, when he's out of the house, he know my wife is soon or my girl is soon. Yeah. But he don't want a woman who is weak.
Yes. Especially this lady
You know?
that out here, I'm sorry for cutting.
Oh, you
Especially a lot of female out here, they think they're giving money to this man. That's why this men are in charge of it for us. Because when we give them this, we feel that they will love us more.
Oh no.
It don't matter how much you give that guy. It don't matter what you buy for them. That sister is out there, the one that don't even pay attention to him, the one that don't even care about him. That's the one he dying for.
Because that one is a strong woman.
Yeah.
He have seen something in her that he don't see in you.
Yeah.
She stand for what she believe in. When she say no, her no is her no.
Yes. So I would love to add something to the signs of seeing that, and then let's not forget that most of women or most of the men are masking it. No matter how you say that, oh, you don't come to this program anymore, you don't. A lot of them are doing that. They are living their normal life, yet they are masking it. So how will you know? There are certain traits that you need to look for. You need to find the triggers. Like you said, there is fear. What triggered that? Why is it that this person, all of a sudden, the moment you call her name, she's jumping up?
Right.
There are certain things that this is a trigger. What is making you so scared? The moment they hear their husband's name, they just jump. The moment that they hear police, some of them, even when they hear the siren of the police car, their heart is racing. But then there is nothing that is showing on them. They are going to their normal job. They are doing everything. So that is why I say that as a person, be careful and make sure that your circle is intact. Because the moment that your circle break, it's like having an egg that you broke in it. The yolk will come out. So make sure that your circle is intact, that these people are the ones that know you in and out. You don't look abused, you don't have to say a word. Somebody has to figure it out. That's why they say action speaks louder than words.
Right.
I am doing everything that I'm supposed to do. I am buying this. I am going. But then you know, a lot of people also begin to have certain hobbies that they never had. Because that is where they put their frustration in. The moment that you see that these women, they are going on a shopping spree, because now the abuser is always giving them money for them to go spread it out. Where is the source? What is happening? What is going on? Since when did you become that trophy wife? That now you are having all these millions, all these BMW. I'm not saying if men do that, it means that they are abusing. Some men love their wives, they love their family, and they do all that. But then what changed? Because if you look at the trend, look at what is happening, what is changing now? What is making all this flamboyant life? What is making you jump? What is making so I can be sitting here and be crying and you will not know. You can be going through something and be laughing, doing everything and nobody will know. Let me just step in with this lady that just died. She did everything. Nobody knew, not even her pastor, because she was masking it. But then there was a lot of offs, a little portals that were open that you could tell that something was wrong. So let's look out as organization, church. This is why that the community has to step in as a church. How are you seeing your members? You know, no matter how many members you have, you are a shepherd over this flock. You are able to identify everybody and their temperaments. What is happening? I can boldly say that whenever Mama Sylvia Boati sees me, I will not even have to say a word. She can read my soul. I will be laughing, jumping on all that. She can know that maybe, girl, what is wrong with you? Girl, like you broke? What is happening? Because, you know, have people that will nurture you. That's why I said that no matter who you marry, I don't care even if you marry a president, have a mother figure in your life that you can always run to, that safe haven. And then let's look at this too. Find a place that you can run and shield. So that anytime that all this that we are looking at these triggers, you have a place that you can run to, and then you can clear your sanity and always come back.
Wow, so we need a covering.
Yes.
We need a covering because it's very important. I know we're out of time right now. We just want to thank each of you. Just before we go, I want each of you to say whatever you have to say to your audience today. Just tell us something. And in particular, I want us to speak to people who are in an abusive relationship right now. Or maybe they're in an abusive home. Or they're in a home that the child is being abused. And they didn't know and don't know what to do. What do you say to them today? Lady Angie.
I say get out. Do not be in that home if you're not happy. First of all, your sons or your daughter come first. If they're telling you, mommy, I'm not happy, listen to them, because happy comes with a lot within. If I see my sons or my daughters out here and we're in a relationship, they're telling me that, mommy, I'm not happy.
2 minutes. 1 second.
I'm not happy around this person. Listen to them. If you're not happy with this person and this person is talking down on you, my beautiful queen, get out. It's somebody out here for you that will love you, that will cherish you,
Ooh.
that will care for you. Even the ground that you walk on, they will worship you. So do not kill yourself for anyone. God did not put you on the earth for you to die before your time, okay?
Ooh. Oh, she called you a queen. Can you imagine that you're a queen?
Yeah.
Oh, she said get out, oh. Get out.
It's not worth it.
Sis, 1 minute, what can you say to somebody who in that relationship right now? And they are so confused. And they just don't know what to do.
Okay, so first of all, what I would say is first acknowledge that you are in an abusive relationship. Most people do not acknowledge it. So first of all, acknowledge, and second, report it to authorities. Call the police on that. That is why you have 911 on your phone. Call the authority, report it to the authorities, and also seek for help so that you can heal the right way. Look for counselors, therapists. Find a place where it's a safe haven. Begin to treat yourself the right way. Give yourself the kind of love for yourself so that you can be able to heal also. And also remove yourself, like you said, separate. There's one thing about divorce. I'm not somebody that signed into divorce, but then what I can say is separate. If it gets to a point that you feel like if I am dying, I can't do this, get help. Separate yourself and let this tension clear off. If you separate and you need to divorce, hey, divorce, leave it. If you don't want to divorce, separate and be out of the place. And also be real to yourself. Be real to yourself, that you will know that it takes time. You know, don't place unrealistic expectations that it would change.
No.
Yes, things you are going to do, be real to yourself, and then be able to be truthful to yourself, that you are giving yourself time to heal. And as you are leaving that abusive relationship, do not just jump into another relationship, because hurt people.
Yeah.
So the moment that you are hurt, you are going to hurt another people. It's like you are going to transfer it onto an innocent person. So heal yourself, go to the right channel, and then you will be fine. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, my ladies. Thank you so much. Y'all heard it all. You are beautiful. You want it. Oh, girl, you are beautiful. If he don't value you, someone is waiting, and someone who loves you so much. Don't settle for little. Don't settle for little. I got 4 brothers. I'm going to tell you a little bit. Don't settle for little. Men, they love women who respect themselves, who value themselves,
Yes.
who stand up for what they believe in. Don't settle for little. If you notice that relationship is not working, it's abusive, walk away. I know sometimes people will say, oh, how can I walk away when he's the breadwinner? Oh, the God who created you, he's the source of your open doors. He's your strength. He's your provider. So depend on God.
And look for a job.
And look for a job. Look for something to do. I know sometimes in Africa it's difficult to get a job, but the Bible says whatever your hands find to do, it is blessed.
Sell water. Sell candy. Do something. Girl.
You know, put yourself together. Be useful in society, because when you are useful, I'm telling you, you will control it. Don't settle for anything less, because you are beautiful, you are destined for the purpose, and you keep yourself high up there. Until we meet next week, I just want to thank all of you for spending time with us. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm still learning how to host, so you just bear with me. I will learn as we go. That's why I need your comment. Tell me where I went wrong. One of the things I need to learn, just post it in the chat. Share the video, y'all. Share it. Subscribe, please. Guys, we need to let this go out. So subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you next week by God's grace. You stay blessed. May the grace of the Lord be upon you. May his favor open doors for you. And you are beautiful. To our brothers, let's make a difference and love our wives. Love your children. Be a good man as God has placed you to.